The Bahamas, as we all know, is celebrated for its natural beauty, from the coastal waters and reefs to the refreshing air that circulates all around us. But in all its beauty, it is also one of the most vulnerable countries in the world. Our low-lying islands make us prone to rising sea levels and unpredictable weather patterns, which can threaten our homes, our livelihoods, and our very own economy. Hello. My name is Caley Gray, a 9th grade student at Exuma Christian Academy, and I am here to highlight that based on credible research and everyday examples, our financial sector is unprepared for the future impact of climate change on the Bahamas. I wish to approach this topic from the position of a safety net, and the operative question today is, does our financial sector have a strong enough safety net to support resilience in the midst of a storm? First, to make this safety net effective, financial agencies need an adequate emergency fund for unforeseen climate disasters such as hurricanes. According to the International Monetary Fund, IMF, 2023 article entitled Caribbean Climate Crisis Demands Urgent Action by Governments and Investors. Take a look at how Caribbean countries compare to the rest of the world when it comes to climate financing. Now, I know what you're thinking, that if the Caribbean as a group is making such a small impact on this issue, imagine the Bahamas. Well, I told you that I did the research, and I have proof that the Bahamas does have insurance with the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility. In 2019, the CCRIF made a payment of almost $13 million to the Bahamas following the passage of Dorian. Now, this payment was made to the government, who does have an important role to play in maintaining stability in our financial sector. However, in June 2021, Central Bank Governor John Roll indicated in a monthly economic and financial development report that $200 million in Hurricane Dorian insurance payouts are still untouched. $200 million. Why? If this safety net is available to consumers from insurance agencies, is it not being used? This suggests that there are some factors that inhibit the intended circulation of post-disaster relief funds, the opportunities for economic resilience in our country. Another major challenge that the Bahamian financial sector faces is the natural unpredictability and frequency of disasters such as hurricanes. Is it even realistic for any financial institution to remain a step ahead of such natural exposure to disasters? Hurricane Dorian alone caused an estimate of $3.4 billion in damage, which is equivalent to 25% of our gross domestic product. This means that following Dorian, we were operating as if someone stole 25 cents from every dollar that was brought in as revenue, with our eyes wide open. This means that the financial sector is constantly in a cat and mouse game with climate change, and it must be exhausting. Each time the financial sector extends a safety to preserve our economy, it is tattered by the relentless waves of nature, weakening the net and enlarging the holes. This is happening in neighboring countries as well. It is no wonder that in a July 2024 statement issued by the Central Bank of Barbados entitled The Cost of Climate Change for Caribbean Countries, it is revealed that Barbados and many Caribbean countries are exposed to the risk of climate change. In August 2023, United Nations expert on foreign debt, Ataya Warris, stated after her 10-day visit to the Bahamas that the Bahamas needs long-term financial planning to address its climate vulnerability and economic dependence on tourism. She appealed to the international community to step up support for the Bahamas and small island states at high risk of natural disasters due to climate change. It is clear that our safety nets, as well-intentioned as they might be, are simply not enough. We cannot predict the future, and the Bahamian financial sector has certainly come a long way with advancements in technology, adaptation of global trends, and improved regulations. These advancements and systems, which are features of our existing safety net, do offer some protection. The financial sector is not completely unprepared, but the challenges that have been uncovered in recent times make it clear that so much more is needed to tackle this complex issue. The fact that we remain a resilient financial powerhouse in the Caribbean gives credit to the fact that all is not lost. However, our current net cannot survive as it is, with climate change impacting us on a regular basis.